give you my opinion and try to express my thought process. So the definition of a mixdown is all the small things that you do during the writing process to balance the different elements of your song. You know, you might have to EQ something a little bit. You might want to sidechain the bass line to the kick and snare so that the kick and snare punch. You might want to add a little stereo width to your vocals. You might just want to turn something down because it's too overbearing, or turn something up because you can't really hear it. You know, the idea is to just get a nice balance of all your elements. But you also need to keep in mind the overall volume of everything playing together. And that's the tricky part. That's the fine art of balancing your mixdown, you know? So you should really be aiming to get your song to a point where you can just play it from start to finish and have your master level maintain a relatively stable level. You know, just pick a number. It can be anything you like, whatever's convenient for you. Personally, I choose a float point of 0 dB, and then just aim for that. Try and get your song to not have any peaks over 0 dB. But if you really can't without, you know, introducing an insane amount of compression, you know, +2, +3 dB is totally manageable. And anything below, you know, you can always bring that up a little bit. So if you've got a nice balanced sound and a nice stable level, you're going to have a really easy time when it comes to mastering, you know, because all mastering really is just taming that beast that you couldn't tame with the mixdown process and just bringing it all back to exactly where you need it, right on that 0 mark. And it's also your chance to just tweak the EQ a little bit, give it a little bit of tone. Maybe when you're writing the song, you didn't realize until later that the whole song could use a bit more high end, you know, or a little less sub or something like that. Slap an EQ on the master and just get it done. But yeah, what we're really trying to do is fix those little peaks in the mixdown that we couldn't fix with mixing down itself. And we do that by using multiband dynamics processing and limiting. You know, driving a highly unpredictable, a highly dynamic signal into a limiter on your master is really what we're trying to avoid. You know, if you've got your limiter working so hard it's pulling down 9 dB peaks and pulling things up, you're just going to get some distortion. It's just going to sound bad. Everything's going to lose its punch. You're going to have a bad time.